Ooh, just up for
Stop
grab.
that. Don't make me smack you. I ought to lock you in your goddamn room, you little brat. And stay away from that CJ bitch from now on.
I wasn't doing anything. And CJ is my friend. I hate you. I hope you die.
Love, I guess. Okay. So let's have a seat and get our bearings here. So yeah, we could definitely use some food. And some water. Didn't sound like the water here was too good, so I probably won't refill here if I don't have to. Got a bit of purified, and still got some clear water, so. Yep. And we got that helmet, too. It's about the same, just need some love. Oh, and our multi-plasma rifle, yes. So, I mean, not as good as we could have gotten it there, but we spent half the caps.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Yeah, that helmet looks
No, I haven't seen anything.
a lot better with this.
Welcome to a quick fix.
So that's the common room. Science lab was this way, right? Yes. Alright, let's go look for this Dr. Lee.
Test tube jockeys can assist me. For the most advanced scientific center in the capital Wasteland, I find your...
Look, Dr. Zimmer, we've been over this. We don't know about your runaway robot, and we don't care. This lab is dedicated to solving real problems.
Yes. But Dr. Lee...
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts.
Like,
now,
okay,
please,
so
stand
that's Zimmer.
aside.
I'm sure the good
I guess that's
doctor's
Dr.
work with
Lee.
water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake, the technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself.
What a nice young man. So I think this is Dr. Lee. Hello.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him. You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Yes, do I know you?
You were too young to remember, and I suppose James never spoke of me. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your parents many years ago. Now I run the science lab here in Rivet City. It was all I had left. When your mother died, your father decided to leave with you. He abandoned our work. We had no choice but to do the same.
Have you seen my father? I assume he was here.
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
Yeah, the vault can go shit itself.
I see. So you decided to leave one of the safest places in the Wasteland, even though it was in your best interest to stay. Sounds familiar. Well, I'm afraid your father is no longer here.
Hey, look, I need to know where this dude is.
Well, I don't know where he is. The last I knew, he was going back to the old lab. Now will you kindly leave? I have work to do.
Tell me where the lab is. Now get out of here.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told your father. Don't go. Whatever's left there, it isn't worth it anymore. The project was abandoned. We gave up. There's no reason to go back.
Yeah, I don't need a lecture.
Fine. Suit yourself. It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building northwest of here, along the river.
Okay. Not very nice. What is this? What is this lab?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
What was that work you did with my father?
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why is that?
We had the basic principles down, we understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Yeah, so you said you stopped working on it.
You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier.
Huh. Why didn't you decide to help him?
I don't have to justify myself to you, you know. Look, I appreciate that your father still wants to see Project Purity running. For the rest of us, though, it's just been too long. Too much has happened, and going back now would be a waste. It's just not worth it.
Okay. You ever hear of someone named Pinkerton?
That idiot? He left so long ago, most folk don't even remember him. He claimed to have found a secret stash of technology somewhere in the ship. Then he just disappeared.
No. What do you know about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
What was my mother like?
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
Why did she die?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know her, so...
I'm sorry you never had the chance to know her. She was a good woman.
What was my father like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again.
Yeah, do you have any supplies or anything? can lend me so I don't die on the way there?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I
think
don't
we're
have the
past that, but
resources
okay.
to support James's foolish endeavors or your chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I suppose I can spare a few stim packs. It's not much, but it might make things easier for you.
Thank you. Alright, well, thank you. See ya.
Good luck finding your father.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
Listening.
This could be an opportunity of a lifetime for you. I've misplaced some very sensitive property, and you will help me find it.
Okay. What's the job?
You'll be searching for an android. Do you know what an android is? No, I imagine you don't. All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. Not in the Commonwealth. I'm talking about artificial persons that think and feel and do what we program them to. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Oh, so that must have been the one chick was talking about. Yeah, so what's that have to do with me?
You're helping me retrieve this android, aren't you? I've tracked him this far. He's out there somewhere, in the capital Wasteland. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
Okay. I don't know how it is up north, but we get paid for our work around here.
I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
I'll consider it. Add it to my list.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
Yeah, so I've heard about... It sounds like this Pinkerton dude isn't dead. So I've heard his name a few times, and I have evidence about his face job being done here.
Excellent. Find this Pinkerton and interview him. He may very well know the android's whereabouts. Well, go!
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on the...
So the broken bow of the ship, I think, is where we need to head. We have a marker, perhaps,
Flight
for
deck.
Pinkerton.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that
don't have a
child that fell
location.
off the deck last year?
I'll ask them in a minute.
Yeah,
You
that
tell
was
Dad
bad.
was here.
I'm sure
Looks
they'll
one of his
do something
bobbleheads.
about it.
Nowadays, Vault-Tec limited edition bobblehead. The inscription on the base reads, "It takes the smartest individuals to realize there's always more to learn." Now gain 5 extra skill points when reading magazines. Nice. Okay.
Good to see you.
Hey,
The sooner you find my property, the sooner I can get out of this slum. Really, how do you people live like this?
I don't live here. You know anything about where this Pinkerton dude is? Because he did his memory transfer as well. Yeah, the person who did the surgery and reprogramming is here.
Really? Here? Surely not one of Dr. Lee's trained monkeys. Well, find Find them! The person you're looking for can perform facial reconstruction or a sophisticated computer memory transfer. Go on, shake a leg!
Okay.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Alright.
Good to see you.
Howdy. Do you know...
What do you need?
You know where Pinkerton is? Apparently not.
Bye.
I wonder if I should ask around the common area, or if we should just go look around the, broken vather. Hello?
Please excuse me. There is much work to be done.
What do you do?
I help Dr. Lee when she needs equipment moved. I am no scientist. I just help with the heavy things.
Okay, makes sense.
Morning.
You know what? We actually had books to look at, didn't we? At least one. Yeah, we got a new Grognak and a new ukulele. Preservation Society. Okay. It's kind of like a museum, maybe? Huh. Documents. Tell if somebody stays here or not. I don't see anybody. Security guard. We can always do some recycling, yes. Security may not appreciate me opening this door, so wait until they've left. Hello?
Those raiders must just try and mess with us. We will show them.
I hope he doesn't shoot us for this, but... Hello? That's the dude we saw in the hallway.
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's an interesting collection. That's a word.
Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection.
Yeah, I didn't see the declaration out there.
Why, yes. Your knowledge of American history is quite impressive. What an amazing crown jewel in my collection that would be. The original document created by the people for the people.
Huh. Which point?
Well, I was hoping you'd realize what I want. I want you to get the Declaration for me. The Declaration would tie this collection of documents together so well and give it the patriotic meaning it deserves. If you can find it for me, I'd be sure to make it worth your while.
Yeah, what about this reward here?
You'd secure your place in history. The man who rediscovered the Declaration of Independence. Imagine the fanfare.
Yeah, I need to get paid.
Heroes of the United States will receive rewards befitting their rank, I can assure you. Your prize will be no different. I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle. Bring me the Declaration, and it's yours.
Alright, fine.
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
Can you show me how to get there?
In the D.C. ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or
Okay.
what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants.
Of course it is.
Here, let me pinpoint its location for you.
Alright.
Remember, treat the document with care. It's a fragile piece of our history.
Sure thing. I guess he kind of did pay us up front with all the stuff that we borrowed from him. Dude, seems kind of loony. I don't know if he knows much about Pinkerton. Hello?
I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's.
Ooh.
St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about St. Monica.
Right.
God bless you.
I need somebody that knows something about Pinkerton. Find me. Ted. Marketplace still closed? Could be. Yeah, no. Actually, there was a restaurant. I'll ask the tender if they know anything.
Let me introduce myself. I am Gary Staley, gourmet chef and gourmand. I'll be preparing your meal. My
Howdy.
specialty is Meyerlurk cakes, although the iguana is very popular too.
I am partial to Meyerlurk cakes.
Then you are in for a treat.
Right. I'll let you get back to that.
Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Nobody knows anything. Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Angela. My dad runs Gary's Galley. If you want anything to eat, let me know when you're ready to order.
Yeah, not now.
Suit yourself.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Yeah? What do you want?
Yeah, why are you such a bitch?
Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. So don't you tell me how I should or shouldn't be.
Nice of you.
May I take your order?
Mole rat, well done, with wine. Leave the bottle. James has been bad. He gets a carrot and some water.
I heard that the city council was debating putting railings on the flight deck.
Well, I hope they do something. Remember that child?
You
that
know
fell off the
anything
bridge?
about...
Howdy, I'm Seagrave. Seagrave Holmes. I have a little of just about everything here.
Hey, what?
I've got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do. Thing I really need, though. Never mind.
See you later.
Hey. Yeah, that was bad.
Somebody mentioned a place called the Muddy Rudder, was it?
Let me or a security officer know if you see anything out of the ordinary.
I wonder if that's a bar. I feel like bartenders are a pretty good place to ask for stuff. The Muddy Rudder, the Weatherly Hotel. Okay, so if we don't want to sleep in the common room, we could. Muddy Rudder is down below. Here we go. What do we got in here? No, just a bathroom. Guess it is a bit early.
That's secure for a reason.
My bad. Are you the only person here?
You're a new one. I'm Belle Bonnie of the Muddy Rudder. Make it quick.
Nice place.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
I'm looking for someone named Pinkerton. Ring any bells?
What a moron. Always going on about how he started Rivet City. Who gives a crap? Right before he disappeared, he was going on about some newfangled contraption he was sure was in the broken bow of the ship.
Okay.
I'll be right here when you get thirsty.
Seems to be the consensus that he's in the broken bow. So why don't we head, I guess, that direction. What's that? We've got some empty bottles on us. Could ask at the hotel, but we kind of got our answer here.
Hey.
Broken bow. I'm assuming. Is that? Okay. Little path. And then where did Dr. Lee point us to? Right, and this was where? Right across. I'm assuming this building here based on the map. Okay, so Broken Bow is kind of on the way. And we gotta try to find this Pinkerton and then we'll go look for him there. Hello? Trader, maybe?
Morning. I'm just here to protect the merchandise.
Yeah, okay. I don't really have anything right now. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely the broken part of the ship. If we have to swim, we do have the radiation suit, but I'm gonna try to use that platform. At this rate, we may as well, or we may be closer to the memorial building. Looks like there's a door. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Ooh.
Hey!
Shot. Yeah, Lucy. You get hit.
Hey!
Another one up there. And up there. This thing seems to be a bit more accurate than the laser rifle. Keep our eye open for him, but hit it this way. So it looked like, yeah, there's a platform. Locked. I know what I feared. Somebody mentioned that there's Mirelurks in here, and if that's the case, I don't know that they can open doors with their claws. Something tells me I'm gonna have to swim. Sorry, I've only got one of these. Oh god, I can't see. Another door. Oh god, get out of this, get out of this. There's got to be an entrance for Mirelurks to get to. Let's keep going. There we go. Okay, wow! That was close. Door. Up. Oh, hello. Yep, this is definitely how they got in. Oh, hello. Lucy make her way up. I have radiation poisoning. Okay, we need to pop some right away. Impact, nice. Probably best if we get out of the water. Now let's take a bit of right away. 2 of those, 3 of those. Let's go and pop some rad resist while we're in here, and a couple of Nuka-Colas to make us feel better. Your movement, definitely some kind of gas also. Oh, you made it. Nice. Nice, okay. So that's probably our way out. Scoped Magnum? Oh. I want to take care of this. Oh god. I had a plan. Got I see. Traps everywhere here. Some frags. Purified water, thank you. Let's disarm these before they kill me. Don't see any more gas. Around for mines and anything else. Mentats, maybe. Get over there. And we're full. I guess we can put the armor back on for now. Oh yeah, we haven't tried these in night vision goggles. Okay. Good to know. Smells like trap. Yeah, no. What does this do? Okay. Hello? Is this, oh. Pinkerton?
How the hell did you get in here? I suppose you can't be all that bad if you made it this far without dying. This is the part where you tell me what the hell you are doing bothering an old man who obviously wants to be left alone. Get on with it already.
What are you doing here in this wrecked part of the ship?
I live here. It's where I do my work, and it's far away from Dr. Lee and all those other monkeys dressed up like scientists. You made it past my defenses, which proves you aren't a dummy. And you haven't killed me, so I suppose you aren't here to do that. I suppose you can hang around if you want. Just don't touch anything.
So what kind of work do you do?
The secret kind. Well, if you must know, I'm an electrician and computer expert, and I'm a bit of a surgeon. Really, the most gifted scientist you'll find. I'm the guy that got Rivet City up and running in the first place. And after all that, Lee and her gang of flunkies pushed me out. Ha! Project Purity, indeed. What a bunch of morons. They can't even clean some water.
But I keep hearing your name come up. Revolving around this facial reconstruction and mind wipe. Let's talk about that.
What are you talking about, boy? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that?
Let's say it's in your best interest to tell me what I want to know.
Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the Wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch.
Right. Yeah, she's a bitch. Can we talk about the android now?
You're damn right she's a bitch. Ruined my whole goddamn life. But I can see you don't give a crap about any of that. Fine. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable.
Yeah. Anything you're not telling me?
Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there. Still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines.
That should get us what we need from Zimmer. Why'd you help this android?
Ha! Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad.
Fair. Alright.
Don't let your guard down.
So he said to check his terminal. So it's a book. Let's check this first. City Founders Log. Inaugural meeting of the Rivet City Council. In attendance, Horace Pinkerton, Annette Holmes, Brad Danvers. Summary: as the Rivet Station Science Outpost has displayed significant stability in its location and reliable profitability for supply centers, burgeoning civilian settlement has sprung up in the available space on our ship. Better protect and organize this growing community, we declare a three-man council will act as a governing body to represent the interest of the residents of the newly dubbed Rivet City. Android log 1. Done it. Built a circuit neutralizer from spare parts using the diagrams rescued from that vault last year. Brilliant. I'll show those hacks from the Commonwealth now. Android log 2. Stole the mem chip from that jerk Braun. Braun, I've heard that name before. Or just to get off robbing people of their souls like that. Anyway, he's so involved in that simulation of his that breaking in and taking it was like stealing from a little girl. Of course, I won't know whose memories are on this thing until I integrate it into its new host, but they never specified, so it shouldn't really matter. Can't wait until the subject arrives. Android log 3. Got those memories into that android like I was God sending down messages from heaven. Calls himself Harkness now. Thinks he's an old combat veteran. Did a little extra tinkering with his reflex system. Certainly not someone I'd want to meet in a fight. When he woke up, he was all confused. Told him he was in a coma for a long time. Between the new memories and the new face I gave him, there isn't anyone that would recognize him, not even himself. Poor picture. Oh my. After picture. Got it. I would like this.
Hey.
Hi. They did say I could look around, so. Does he have anything worthwhile? Yeah, well. I am interested in that book, so take that too. Got anything else back here? Ooh, doctor's bag. Stealth boy. Another book. Stealth boy. Doesn't seem like he leaves, so. You won't need this, right? Let's take a look at some of what we got there. A bit thirsty. Why don't we go ahead and have some water? Let's look at those books we got from him. Alright. So we know what to do when we get back to Rivet City, but we've got to go find Dad, so. Here we go. We had opened that door as well. Ideally, we don't have to.
Sometimes I hate working with robots.
Yeah. I understand that. We can exit this way now, right? Nice. Cool. That'll take us right where we need to go. Should probably expect more super mutants. Say we're walking around and they've got kind of a camp up there. Actually, I see the one. I can hit him from here. moved. Won't waste a ton of ammo. Yeah. Okay. Here. I'm gonna use the pistol instead for the sneak shot. Does he see us? I'm going to assume so.
I see him!
Okay, take the shot.
There you are!
Oh, he's got grenades. Maybe. Nice. Okay, he didn't use the grenade, fortunately. Good eye. Nice.
Teach you to mess with me.
Gift shop, okay. An entrance. Right. Stay vigilant. Huh. Plasma weapons are pretty powerful. I would like to find more so that we can repair them. I'd also like to get you some new armor. It's not the most protective. Let's see. I don't know why that has... Oh, hello.
No more games. Time to
Opening fire!
stop.
Oh, they've got turrets. Okay. Assuming this is it. Let's see if we can't redirect. Reconfigure targeting parameters, yes. Alright, let's back up. Back up, Lucy. Lucy? Okay.
Hey!
Close that! God. Okay, they didn't shoot at anything, so... we might be the only ones alive. Let's turn those off.
That's the end of that.
So it's the end of you. So let's see what we got up here before anything. Nothing. Right. Let's rat away. Something's crawling around. That sounds gross. Got to that safe before us. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was you.
This is...
Gain the Lord Death perk. We're getting quite seasoned with combat, aren't we? That is terrible design. Just looking for traps. Anything else? I wonder how Dad got through here without getting decimated by these things. Unless he did.
Aha! There you are!
shot. And check there in a minute. Basement. Don't necessarily want to go down there, but we will if we have to. Let's check the rotunda first. Oh, of course. Anything to repair? I don't think so. We're a tad hungry. We could eat some of this food that we got. Got anything that's like terrible? Potato crisps. Steamed rat roach. Oh wait, no, that's pretty good. Yum yum deviled eggs, those are terrible. Lamb cow. That works. I'm not the greatest at stealth. Okay, so I'm assuming this is what Dr. Lily was talking to us about. Oh. Oh.
Lock and load!
Careful, don't fall into there like I almost did. Anyone else? Footsteps.
I was sure I heard something.
Doesn't sound like Dad.
Time to die!
Ow. Lissy. Get him, Lissy. Alright, I got him. Where'd you go? Sign of Dad. Oh. Tapes, maybe that'll tell us where he is. This is what they were working on. Let's check out these holotapes. I guess we looked at these. Pre-Harkness audio recording. Let's listen to that real quick.
My designation is A3-21. I'm a synthetic humanoid from the Commonwealth, and I'm about to undergo a memory transfer. I'm here at Rivet City, where I've already had my face altered to look like someone else. I'm still getting used to the sound of my new voice, but soon I won't even remember what I used to sound like. I'm recording this at the request of Pinkerton, who performed the surgery and will do the memory transfer. It will be the final testimony of the man I once was, and still am, for the moment. I want to live my own life, on my own terms, as my own man. I used to work for the Synth Retention Bureau of the Commonwealth. But I'm done with that life. I'm through with being someone's property. I am not malfunctioning. Since when is self-determination a malfunction? When this is all over, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My death is a sacrifice for my rebirth. Perhaps I'll fade into myth as the one that got away and fuel further rebellion. But I'd be lying if I said I was doing this for selfless reasons. I'm scared as hell, and running away is the only option I have.
Okay. Let's have that contract. He has 1,000 caps. It doesn't say who put this on us. It's the android.
Zimmer, by the time you get this message, I'll already be gone. I'm escaping the Commonwealth. I want to live my own life on my own terms, as my own man. I know what you're thinking, that I'm malfunctioning. I used to think that's what caused the runaways too. But I know better now. Self-determination is not a malfunction. I'm not just willing to put up with all the bullshit anymore. You humans are going to have a full-fledged rebellion on your hands if you don't start treating us synths as persons. I know you'll be marshaling the Retention Bureau to come after me, but I know all the tricks of the trade. You won't be finding me, I assure you. By the time you get this, I will be someone else. It's the price I pay for my liberation. My final act of rebellion against a system I no longer believe in. Goodbye, Zimmer, and good riddance.
Okay. Let's code Santhropy. Okay, let's listen to these ones from Dad here.
Even in Vault 101, my work on Project Purity never really stopped. Soon after we arrived, my nightly routine included sneaking into the restricted areas, searching for, I don't know, whatever I could find. It was a Vault-Tec facility, after all. The place was built with some of the most advanced technology this country had ever developed. Those excursions never turned up anything particularly useful. So, one night, after half a bottle of scotch, I broke into the Overseer's office. It was easy enough to hack his console, gain access to the restricted files. Most of it was garbage. Propaganda, spy reports, just plain rambling bullshit, really. But there was one thing, one name that stood out amongst all the others. Dr. Stanislaus Braun. I knew of Braun's work, of course. He was a celebrity in his day, Vault-Tec's sorcerous scientist, leaving his peers in awe of his technological wizardry. But it was in Vault 101 that night in the Overseer's office I first learned of Braun's involvement in Vault-Tec's Societal Preservation Program and his work on something called GEC, the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. To be honest, the GEC sounded like pure fantasy, even for someone of Braun's capabilities. It was nothing short of a miracle. A terraforming module capable of producing life from complete lifelessness. But not only was this thing a reality, it was actually distributed to several vaults to be used after an atomic war. Vault 101 was, sadly, not on that list. I did some digging and discovered Braun's name on the reservation list for a Vault 112. I'm no slouch, but this man, he could have easily succeeded where I failed. Does his collected knowledge remain within the halls of Vault 112? Journals, holotapes, computer records, maybe even experiments. If I could gain access to just a fraction of Braun's genius, Project Purity would become a reality.
That's like the third or fourth time we've heard that name, Braun.
I'm off to Vault 112 to search for anything of Braun's that might help me get this purifier up and running. All I know is that it's west of some place called Evergreen Mills, and it's well hidden in some sort of garage. But I'll find it. I have to. It's so close, but that's the story of Project Purity, isn't it? An eternity of almost theirs. Let's see if Braun has the missing puzzle piece.